This is a presentation regarding overcoming the barriers to communication. So communication plays a very dominant role in any business organization, but in the process there are a number of barriers or what we can call difficulties. So these difficulties may be the language problem, physical distance problem, media of communication problem. Okay, so like this we have so many barriers or difficulties. Okay, how to overcome these difficulties, let us study today. So we are going to learn the topic overcoming the barriers to communication. So barriers will be there, any activity for that matter, any process for that matter, difficulties or what we call problems or barriers are very common. How to overcome them makes a difference. So we have these many strategies to overcome the barriers to communication. So I have come out with some 6 strategies here so that we can have a smooth communication in a business organization. The first one, find out the different barriers. See, when we know the problem, finding the solution is very easy. When you know the symptoms, diagnosis of disease is easy, right? So like that, when we know the problems, finding out the solution is more easy. So first thing what the organizational members can do is they have to find out what are the various difficulties or problems or barriers in the process of communication. So list out the barriers. So then we can focus on each barrier and then find out what are the solution available for those barriers. Then second one, ensure it is to be a two-way communication, two-way process. See, communication, when only one person is speaking, so you will not know whether the other person is able to understand or not. If it is a two-way communication, so there will be interaction. I will speak, you will reply, you will ask doubts, I will answer. As a result, all the doubts will be clarified and the communication process will happen smoothly. Then coming to the third point, use a standard language. Standard language here in the sense there is we can't take. Coming to the fourth point, overcome the physical distance. So always it is better to have a face-to-face communication. If it is not possible, use certain gadgets like laptops, your internet, mobile, video calling, video conferencing. So all this help us to overcome the physical gap between the receiver and the sender. So this will help to remove all the barriers in the process of communication. Coming to the fifth point, feedback. So feedback, collecting the feedback is also important. So when I collect the feedback from the receiver, then only it is possible for me to find out if the receiver has understood it in the same sense or not. See, a lot of misunderstanding do happen in the process, right? When we speak, the other person may understand it in his own perception. So when I collect the feedback, feedback means it need not be a normal by giving some letters or something like that. So it can be a normal word of mouth feedback wherein I can collect, okay, what did you understand? Do you have any doubts with respect to this? Or something like that. So that time when the other person responds, I will be in a better position to clear his doubts and give a complete clarity on the issue. And the last one, effective listening. Yes, very much important. You should be a good listener. So then only it is possible for you to be a good speaker. Some people don't have the patience to listen. They only are good at speaking. No, that should not be the process. First, listen properly, have patience to listen, listen effectively, understand and listen, okay, so that it will be easy for you to understand the concept what the sender is trying to communicate. So with these strategies, maybe it is easy for us to overcome the barriers involved in the process of communication. So maybe every organization can adopt these strategies, because communication is a base for any kind of activities in a business organization. As such, barriers are also common. If we have to overcome these barriers, So you have to have good communication skills. Okay, good communication skills and strategies to overcome these barriers. Thank you.